We are in the building. I'm super excited. It's Through Thick and Thin, the podcast. Y'all already know the vibes. We outside today. Fucking we crossing the line today. Okay, I don't know why that make me feel so good. Like crossing the line. Like, are you jaywalking or what you doing? Man, I'm probably on 10 because this is our first time having a three-piece in the studio. Yeah, your girl got a whole three-piece unfried side of KFC. Big Detroit is in the building. I'm talking about films. We talking about actors. We talking about producers. We talking about writers. We talking about moguls representing the Midwest, holding it down on so many different levels. The intro's so big, I don't want to keep going because it's like I gotta interview him. Listen, y'all, I want y'all to make some noise directly to my left. Y'all give it up for my boy, Big Beasy. Beasy.
What up,
yeah, Big Baby Beasy. I call him Big Baby Beasy. It's not that though. It's not Big Baby Beasy. It's simply Beasy, right?
Yeah, Beasy.
Beasy in the building. Hey, Beasy looking real good, but to the left, I'm a woo. Hey, Tori Monet.
What's up?
What's up, Tori? Actress extraordinaire. Yeah, she said, it's her name, Tori Monet. And I was like, why did that Monet sound so good? Oh, Money.
Period.
Bottom line. Bottom line. And over here giving me Pocahontas braids. Yeah, let down your hair. That's from the root. You hear me? Girls, Akila have his hair, and I'm sure me and Akila have his acting career from the D, holding it down. Actor, big time, BMF. We talking about everything great. We're going to talk about it. What's up? Tristan Fazekas in the building.
Thank you, Thick and Thin.
Yeah. He said thick and thin. That means I'm both. Yeah. And it depends on how I feel.
Right.
Okay, so first of all, I want to say thank y'all so much for pulling up, man.
Thank
This
you
is
for
a
having
pull-up.
us.
Mm-hmm.
Pulled up on me in the ATL.
Period.
Representing the Big 313.
You know.
Hey, Big Detroit finest. I'm from the Midwest, so y'all already know how when we from the Midwest, we got a different type of energy when we see each other. It don't matter where we at in the world.
Yeah.
We get excited.
Yeah, it's like man, it's that big reunite. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I ain't seen you in forever. How you doing?
How you doing?
Just seen you yesterday.
Yeah.
Right.
But we got that type of energy because that's even though the South has like a more homegrown wave at your neighbor, Midwest is more like, hey, if we in the same industry and we popping and we already not made that connection, we like, hey, you good? You good? It's that type of energy. So I want to start with you, Beasy, because I just filmed a movie called The Hole in the Wall, and shout out to The Hole in the Wall. Man, shout out to Steve-O, man. Shout out to Steve-O for just putting it down and really betting on the city, betting on himself, and having director. I mean, you had the whole crew.
Yeah.
Your whole crew did it. So
yeah.
tell me how that got started, and like even the introduction with you and with Steve-O.
Well, what Steve-O said, how it happened is, Swift. He actually introduced me to Steve-O because he was.
Swift.
Yeah, shout out to Swift. I shot all Swift movies from Circumstances all the way to every last one of them.
Because you do have. I'm sorry, I just gotta chop you off right there. You right. You got 18 movies you shot.
I got more than 18.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was 18 and then 6 coming. Is that part of it?
That's about 34 films that I worked on.
Sorry.
You was like halfway off.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Fact check. I'm sorry. I'm talking about the first half of your life.
Oh, yeah. First half of my career.
See, I caught that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
After working with Swift, I think we went down to Milwaukee and we shot Circumstances too. And Steve-O had been sitting on that book, Trust Nobody, for so long. And he was like, I want to shoot the movie. So Swift kind of like, it's time. And then how he seen us work in Milwaukee, he was like, within like 2 weeks after I came back home, he was calling me like, hey, you want to shoot my movie?
Wow.
And it's been history since. Like, Steve-O, that's my guy, man. He a real good dude, man. Like, he pushes me more than he know. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Steve-O, like, he's a hustler. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's that Midwest shit.
That's that Midwest, but that's that inner, like, big pimping.
Yeah.
And I mean, let's just keep it real. We got that type of hard worker mentality in the Midwest.
We do. I definitely agree. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's just the Midwest, but I just know how, like, working with Steve-O and Swift is like, I see a lot of what Detroit does. It's like we go somewhere, we plant seeds, we grow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just shakers and movers, you know?
Shakers and movies. Okay, so Steve-O is how we got introduced. Like that was our introduction, but you've been in the game for a while.
Yeah, I've been doing film. I started shooting music videos, but I've been doing this stuff about 16 years.
16 years. So you just didn't pop up yesterday?
No, I'm not new to this.
Oh, okay. It took some time, man. Where did you start? You didn't start with behind the cameras, did you?
Yeah, I actually did. No, actually, everything started for me. I used to make beats.
Come on.
So
Backstory.
I was real heavy into the music, man. I still love music to this day, and I think by music being my passion is what really helped me get here.
Yeah.
Because I went from music to shooting music videos, and then the way we started shooting the music videos, we would shoot the music videos, but we edit to the beat.
Okay.
And a lot of people didn't really catch on to what we was doing. You know, they was like, okay, why these moving a little different? Like, if you watch a lot of industry videos, they would snap to the beat, but I'm talking about we would cut. And we would ride the beat. It's like how the Migos create their songs. They on that drum line pattern.
Yeah.
That's the way we used to create our music videos. So it's like, it worked like that for us, and it just took off. Like, we was really considered an overnight success. So yeah, like shooting the music videos, it was like we had created like this pattern to where we edit to the beat.
Yeah.
You know, I would chop it up. You know how like the Migos, they got that drum line pattern, like that cadence. You know what I mean? So it was like we used to follow the beat. So it was like chop, 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 chop.
Yeah.
So people like used to always be pissed, like, man, why y'all music videos move so fast? That was us creating our style. You know what I mean? So it was just like, and then like I said, when we did it, we became an overnight success. We had shot a music video for the Doughboys Cash Out.
Let's go.
And it was called, it wasn't even a video. It was a group that we always recorded for, SRU.
Okay.
And they had Doughboys Cash Out. That's when they was first coming up. Everything. We dropped that video literally the next day. We were booked for the entire year.
But I'm not even surprised. I believe in God moving that fast. You understand what I'm saying? Like when he don't move that fast, I'm like, hold on, boy. Yeah. So I know, and that's when you was in your bag and you was in your purpose, and you weren't even looking for it. You were just being intentional, right?
Yeah, it was being intentional.
Being intentional and staying in your own lane, not worrying about what nobody else was doing, and like betting on yourself. That is a thing, betting on yourself.
You know all of that. What you said, being intentional, betting on yourself,
minding your business,
and minding your motherfucking business.
Mind the business that pays you.
Mind the business that pays you.
So, and it's like, it's so crazy. Like, back then, like when we started, it was a lot of, they expect you to have these teams.
Yeah.
And it was really me and one other person. Literally, Akon's people called us and said, hey, we want y'all to come to Atlanta and shoot a video. So how many people are on your team? I was like, well, it's just 2. He was like, no, seriously, I need y'all to come. So like,
we getting flights and rooms.
We can put this together. So he was like, how many people? I said, no, it's just 2. He said, who does all the editing? I said, well, we do. So who does all the lighting? I said, we do. So it was like so unheard of when they called us. We kind of lost the job.
Yeah.
Because they was just like, nah, this ain't real.
Yeah.
This ain't real. They was like, y'all, how is 2 people? So they was like, I said, well, if we bring our computer, we can have this turned around in 5 days. They're like, nah, you can't do that. It's not heard of. You can't do that. And I was just like, wow. Like,
God, instead of giving that opportunity.
Yeah, but that taught me a lesson though.
I was about to say, it stretched you out. And sometimes we can't even miss nothing we never had, right? So that opportunity set you up for the next thing. You like, aha, let me go get people in place. And you have a whole team from sound, light, cameras, makeup.
All of that.
Writers. You got the whole team.
Right.
Music got you there. Did you always want to do entertainment? Beasy was in school like, I can't wait to get out of school to entertain. Or was Beasy like, man, I'm about to be a doctor?
No, like,
because you're giving me a pediatrician.
Well, no,
you're giving me a pediatrician.
I mean, everybody got their stories, man, and
I would love to hear yours.
I was a street nigga.
Love it.
I was definitely heavy into the streets.
Okay.
Like, it got to the point to where it's like I had to make a decision. It's either go get killed, go to jail, or just change my life. And when I had my first daughter, it actually changed my life. Like the day she was born, I got a job the next day and ain't looked back.
Man, come on, man. I'm about to clap for that because that just made me feel like I was about to sell drugs to stop selling drugs to have a story like that. Like that was.
It definitely was a hard transition too. It was definitely a hard transition.
No, that's real, but that was a thing, though. And look at you, like, thank you, God did. But that same hustling mentality, you just transitioned that to the game.
And I definitely use the things that I've learned in the street. This is what I use as far as what I do behind the camera and how I pursue my business. Like it's like I use those methods and it worked.
Yeah, it works.
It's just everything is the same game, just a different field. That's how I look at it.
That's it.
You know what I mean? You just gotta know how to apply what you know to move forward.
And if you ain't hustling, you gonna get left behind.
You ain't lying.
And that's just the bottom line. Guess what? Doctors hustle, dentists hustle, veterinarians, anybody. I'm just trying to say, because these are these jobs that you think that you have to have 4 years of school, multiple years of school and all. It's a hustle.
It's a hustle.
And we all gotta hustle. And I think for me, when I think of hustling, when women hustle, we hustle different, right? Sorry, like we hustle from a standpoint of I understand that my hustle gonna take care of a lot.
I was gonna say survival.
You hear what I'm saying? It's gonna take care of a lot of people around me. So you enter into this acting, right? Did you enter into it, or did it fall upon you? Like, or did you say, hey, I'm in school, I'm a theater major, because I was a theater major, right? I knew I was gonna do theater and I wanted to be in movies. I just knew this my entire life. You know what I'm saying? I've always been like, ding, 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 ding. And I didn't know that you can get paid all this money that I'm getting paid to be like, ding, 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 ding. Is that your story?
I did always know that I would be here.
Yeah.
But I did go the school route because I didn't know how to get here. So I took the television broadcast route. That was what I went to school for.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get in front of the camera. But in that process, I learned a lot of behind the scenes as well.
Mostly behind the scenes. They don't put you in front of the camera like that.
Right. Right. So that was cool, but I actually fell in love with the stuff that I learned behind the camera too. So yeah, I always knew I would be here though. I always knew I would be here.
What school did you go to?
Columbia in Chicago.
That's so dope. That's super dope. So I have a degree in communications. Yep, radio and TV broadcast. I thought I was going to be a radio personality because my voice. And if you know anything, if y'all know anything, y'all know about the music industry, Detroit heavy in music. People who on the radio been on it for years. They don't leave.
They don't leave.
Yeah, they got to get furloughed and then kicked out before they leave. V103 Jim. You like,
it's
damn.
so funny. Like my teachers actually really pushed radio because I did so well. Like with all our voice assignments and stuff. Like I still got all that work.
But your voice is very sultry, right? So when we have like those type of it's different ranges and voices. You have a good voice that people don't mind listening to. Right. Right. So I'm up here listening like, I'll listen to her. Yeah. I want to hear what she got to say. Yeah. So movies. How many you been on so far?
I think I got 12 movies.
Like a dozen? Like eggs. like
expensive eggs.
Like expensive eggs. Like we talking about 12. She said like, I think I got 12. Wow.
Yeah.
Kudos to you, mama.
Thank you.
You've been working.
Yeah.
Some people ain't got 12 nothing.
I married the GOAT though.
You married the GOAT. I was trying to wait for that. I was trying to give it to you. Married the GOAT. How long y'all been married?
Our anniversary is next month and it'll be 4 years.
Congratulations. You married the GOAT. Did y'all meet on the set, on the scene?
It's something like that.
Tell me. We got time today. We crossing the line today. Yeah.
It's crazy. I met her. Go ahead. You tell me.
No, we met. We
she
met.
Came to my office. She came to my office.
I came to his office with a friend. Not for him.
Okay.
For his partner. His partner. Well, they had something going on. I didn't know either one of them. I knew the friend, right? And we get there. He kind of just played the background. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even. I noticed him, but it wasn't even. We wasn't there for that. We was there for business, so I wasn't even.
Yeah.
We trying to handle business and get up out of there.
Yeah.
Which is what we did. About a month or so later, I see him in the club. Remember White House? We at the White House. It was my girl's birthday. I wasn't even gonna go. You know what I'm saying? I get there. He there.
Smiling like
with his camera. With his camera. He was working. He was taking pictures and stuff.
Really?
And he gonna try to play me like he had a script because he knew that was going.
Got it. Give me something.
Hey, put her in.
Got it. No. Don't leave me. Hey,
No.
Got it.
No.
Hey, I need you to read this script over breakfast.
Absolutely.
That's smart.
Exactly that.
I told you it was a pediatrician. That's just very endearing. I told you.
Never seen that script.
I ain't never seen it.
It was a text message.
That was the script.
That was the script.
That was the script.
Write it up. Meet me at the White House.
I'm done.
We changed your policies and procedures. And y'all did that and never looked back. Hey, but guess what though? What God got for you, he'll bring a dynamic force That's lit.
And they got a beautiful baby girl too. You can't leave it.
Come on, we ain't leaving it. Oh, y'all been y'all been getting that little thing. Okay.
Oh my God.
How old is your baby?
2.
She's 2.
She's 2. She's amazing.
2 going on 22.
Oh, absolutely. And
guess what her name is?
What is it?
Story.
See, we writing this. This is a love story. This is a story of.
She is a love story.
She is a love story. This is a story from rag to riches. This is a story from. We started down bottom, now below, but look up top. I love it. Hey, Story. We love you, Story. I'm your TT. Okay, so I'm Story TT. I think that's in this industry, when you meet people and you connect, it's instantly like, I may not see my aunties all the time, but then my aunties, I see them on TV.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they fly in for my birthdays. You know, things like that. I don't mind flying in. I'm sure when I fly in, I know somebody gonna be there already, Tristan. I know. Because this is an energy that we just already talked about, even off camera. The camaraderie that you all have, I can feel the flow. Tristan, yeah, big actor, man.
Thank you.
You have the look of an actor, but you have the energy of like this guy that is just like a build you up type of person. I don't know why I'm getting that from you. It's kind of like, hey man, what you got going on? Like you probably, are you that type of guy?
Yeah, because rising tides raise all boats. You know what I'm saying?
I don't miss with my energy. This boy had a quote for me, rising. He couldn't wait. Rising tide.
He quick.
I love it. Run it back again because I get too excited.
Rising tides raise all boats.
Rising tides raise. That's good.
Yeah,
somebody write that down for me. Somebody. Rising tides raise all boats.
Put it in text.
Rising tides. Yeah, give it to me. BMF. Tell us, BMF, what else? What am I forgetting? BMF, of course.
McGraw Ave.
McGraw Ave.
I have a plethora of films. I stopped counting. You know what I'm saying? I like to do the work. I couldn't tell you how many films I'm in, but I love it. You know, I love it.
You love it. How long have you been acting though?
6 years.
6 years. So are you classically trained? Are you like, or are you saying, hey man, that's just my gift? I felt it. I read a script one day, or the script read me, because that's another thing too. The script will find you.
Most definitely.
Right.
Well, I always from my entertaining career started as a class clown. You know what I'm saying? And just being congenial, you know what I'm saying the right things at the right time. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it really started from. But BMF was something that I always said that I wanted to be a part of and try to play Big Meech. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that. Oh God,
yeah, that unfortunately didn't work out, and but I just started from that point when I said that when they said that they had the script, I hired me an acting coach. And then from there, I went to Tasha Smith's master class and started being trained there.
Oh, so you invested in yourself.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. You got to do that.
That's the piece that people sometimes seem to forget about, the investment.
A lot of times.
Right? You know, in order to make money, you're going to have to spend some money.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, I didn't just say, I'm going to read this script. You said, no, I got an acting coach because I need to know about the particulars of acting. How do I get into a role when I need to be extremely sad? How do I tap into that? Damn, learning the words.
Right.
How do I tap into this character? How do I give it a background? Joining master classes. The word master and class already puts you on a whole nother level, and it takes your pay grade up. And then, that's just the bottom line.
And then you say Tasha Smith, like, oh.
Big Tasha Smith.
Yeah, most definitely. So that class, her class is like, I don't want to get too much game, man, but her class is like the farm for like the industry. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So I wouldn't, if you're not ready for that master class, I wouldn't suggest you just jump out there, because they most definitely going to bump you down to where you're supposed to be at. But that's where a lot of, especially Black Hollywood, that's where they're going to get their actors from. You know what I'm saying? So by all means, invest in yourself, because that's what everybody else is doing. If you want to be serious about something, you know, the people that's spending their money and putting out products, they want to know that they putting their money to somebody that's invested, you know what I'm saying, into this craft, you know what I'm saying? So
they don't care about your hopes and dreams.
No.
Show me the product. Let it be very sound and solid, and then let's push it.
And then not only that, it's a million other actors that do have their shit together. So it's like, what am I wasting my time? Next.
And that's why they do that in Hollywood. Next. Like they know it's a million other actors that can do this.
You're disposable.
Do y'all believe that you only get one first shot?
No.
Okay. So
it depends on what market you're talking about. Like, I mean, as far as with me, I think you only get one shot.
Come on, talk about it.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, you can get on a production and you fumble, it's over.
Okay.
Like because I taught for 6 years, right? I taught film for 6 years.
Oh wow.
And I had a student that he wasn't one of my students. He was just a student. He was a student at the school that he took another person's class. and he went on a job that I got for him. And the first thing that he came back, he said, they fired me. I was like, why they fire you? He said, because I didn't know what a C-stand was. I said, oh my God. When he said that, I was like, how you don't know what that is? He said, well, I was never taught that. I said, because you're not being taught film. You're being taught digital media. Yeah. You know, and so it started changing. But those things, like right now, like I couldn't send him back to that job. I'm not going to say you don't get a second chance somewhere else, but some places that you don't know who that person's going to talk to.
Yeah. Oh, and the industry talk.
And we, yes.
Very,
they
quick.
Talk.
But you have to, because you need to know these moving pieces. Hey, man, I'm about to shoot this. I need X, Y, and Z. Hey, man, my girl Tori can get you this. My girl Kelly, my boy Tristan can get you. Beasy is the plug, right? And you want to be able to have those connections. Is there certain people, when you hear their name, you like, I want to work with them? Or you don't have a preference of people that you work with?
I don't have a preference. I just like to work with good talent, people that respect the craft.
Okay.
You know, there's people who they're getting into this field because of popularity, not because of the love of it. You know what I mean? So it's like I kind of don't like that, but that's just my personal opinion. Like other people have different, perspectives of that. But me personally, I love this shit. Like I have not worked a real job in over 16 years. This is all I've done.
This is a real job. This is the realest.
What I'm saying is I don't call this a job.
Yeah.
I don't call this a job because I love it.
It's your passion.
This is my passion. So I'm not going to punch a clock for another person. I don't work for nobody else.
Well,
I've been working for myself.
Purpose,
yeah.
Power.
Yeah. So it's just like, nah, I can't go back.
Okay, I have a question for you all, because y'all seem to have this close-knit relationship, right? Obviously, y'all is closer than anybody this could get. When it's time to cast or even direct movies and you have them on set, do people tend to try to watch how you're dealing with them from a standpoint, or do you find you have to be a little bit more hands off? How do you handle it when you're dealing with your wife and
oh, you talking about like dealing with your family?
Yeah, with your family, with your
It's challenging. Because sometimes me and the wife don't know how to turn that off.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
So it's like
my husband manages me.
So it's like you can't it's like, okay, we at home, nigga. This how we going. So the wife speaks. You kind of gotta listen sometimes.
The only time.
See, point.
Hey, don't get into no shit on here, y'all. We ain't at home right now, y'all.
No, I was gonna say the only times that you ever can literally see any sort of conflict, it comes just from it being so much passion. Like this, not just like your project that you hired me for. I'm coming, I'm gonna do my job, get my check, and go home. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, this our shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
This, so it's so much passion there, and so nothing can slide. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't gonna slide.
Yeah, like, so it's like, if it's yours and you letting it slide, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? But
since I'm a part of it,
yeah, this my shit. So nah, you know what I'm saying? Everything gotta be on.
That's one of the I think the key. It gotta be on. I think literally that's one of the key aspects of acting. Like if you don't embody someone's project, you already lost. If you're going here thinking this is a job, no, this is your project. If you're not giving it, because if everybody look crazy, you're going to eventually look crazy too. You want to just shine and be the only, I want everybody. So if I'm giving you some constructive criticism, know that it's coming from a place of love, right? And that's the thing, because we all creatives. And when you're creative and somebody trying to tell you how to create and your creativity,
but you know what I do? Like me as a director though, like
come on, big director.
Like what I do is I let them do them.
You do, man. This man is so good. I'm sorry, you're so good, Beasy.
I let them do them until it's time for me to dial back or push forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because at the same time, you don't hire an actor to kind of tell them what to do. You hire an actor because you believe in what they can do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's just like
you believe they know what to do.
Yeah, that too. You know, it's just like Denzel Washington. You give him $20 million to come do a movie. You think they really sitting there having a conversation with this man?
No.
About telling him what to do? No, nigga, I just paid you $20 million. You better come show up and do what you do.
Show me what you gonna do.
Right. Bye-bye.
Blow me away.
Right.
I want to be blown away for $20 million. You better come in here with a new accent.
That's the point. Like,
you better get your skin bleached for this role.
And that's why a lot of people get the things misunderstood, because they think a director is an actor coach.
Yeah.
And I was about to ask you that too, because people think that a director's supposed to say, hey, put your shoulder back here and lean in and kiss. No, man, those are natural. That's your acting ability. You don't.
They don't get that.
Or the
They don't get
DP
that.
will tell you to do that for camera purposes to make sure that they're capturing what they need to see.
Yeah.
But as far as me telling you how to kiss a woman, my nigga, you ain't ever kissed a woman before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you okay, you in the wrong field.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if I got to tell you how to hug, how to build a chemistry with a woman, like if
I gotta tell you how to act,
if I
then
gotta
you
tell
can't
you
be
that, why am I
acting.
telling you? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's a lot of that. Like in this independent market, there's a lot of that because, like I said, a lot of people take it and they want the popularity and they don't want to do the work.
Yeah.
You know,
I usually turn into the acting coach on set.
he
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So for the people who may lack in certain areas, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? And it reinforces stuff for me too. You know what I'm saying? Like
That
so.
usually happens when
But
you're
you know-
giving advice and whenever you're activating with like trying to curate with something for somebody, it's usually a ministry for yourself as well.
Mhm.
It's a reminder that, hey man, I still got room to go and
Mhm.
grow. Or let me check this aspect of my X, Y, and Z. So that's dope.
Mhm.
And guess what? If people receive it, that's what's important. You got to come from a place where people can receive those things. And that's hard as being a director and actors on the set because everybody I want to be a big eye
Mhm.
and you're a little you.
And you know what's so crazy? Like working with you, right? I can tell that you actually had some type of training or something because I didn't have to tell you much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was more, baby Drew, get your butt. You know.
What was I doing? Drew, get over
Yeah,
here.
we had like he was like
Beasy was like, Kelly, get Drew.
he's like a 2-year-old kid. As soon as you say cut, he walk off.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, come on, Drew. But it's like I let you do what you do.
Yeah.
Especially by it being a comedy. I was like, okay, I'm not about to keep telling Kills, no, say it like this, say it like, no, I'm not gonna do that because that's your lane.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like working with them, right? I'm gonna put somebody probably new around them, but guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna make them better. And that's the ultimate goal. Like if you got somebody that has the passion and wants to learn, put them around people that can make them better.
Yeah.
And that's how you can actually build up a new actor or build up new talent because you believe you gotta believe in what they can do.
Speaking of believing what they do, Beasy, honestly, I just want to know, and you guys can piggyback off this too. Do you prefer to be on a set where it's more seasoned actors and actresses or newer actors and actresses?
Season.
Absolutely.
Season.
Mhm.
Season.
Because the thing is,
It's everything is easier
that for them is easier for them as far as like
for
being,
you too.
I know I'm going to get to that, but as far as them being acting and building with the characters development and all that, that's good for them. For me, I can be more creative.
Okay.
So now I can get my basics, my 1, 2, 3s, and then I'm like, oh, come on, let's get a special. Let's do this. Let's do that. Because now I can do that because I'm not worrying about them dropping the ball on the acting.
Absolutely.
But now if I'm sitting here trying to go through a scene 30 takes because this person just can't get the words out or they just can't give me the emotion I'm looking for, now it's like okay, now we're burning money.
Yeah.
Now we gotta get what we need, what we can get, and move on.
Yeah.
You know.
And so the reason why I asked you guys that because some sets that I'm on, I noticed that younger actors and actors, sometimes they're a little bit more moldable than veterans. Because, sometimes veterans are set in their way and then you can't shift them. And then you can't get this emotion because they don't see it or feel it like that. So that's the only reason why. But I prefer to work with just people who just like, hey, did you think I did good? We all go in the back like, hey, I was that. You like, let's cuddle up and figure this shit out. Or,
For somebody who's not it's harder for me to act and get in my bag because you're not in your bag.
I swear to God.
And then it's
I
like,
swear
oh my
to God, you like,
how
what
can
the
yeah, how can I, you know what I'm saying?
How many times I look at you, Bees? I'm like, Beasy.
But on the other side of that, because the camera gonna figure out who's telling the truth, it just means more camera time for me because you're not gonna get no camera time.
Right.
And that's
You
the
know
way
what I'm
the way
saying?
the edits roll. You gonna
Yeah,
get left
it's
on,
gonna be.
the floor.
It's supposed to be both of us in this shot. Guess what? It's gonna be
It's a
all
one shot.
me.
It's a one shot.
So
Because
my
you-
job is to eat your ass alive. I don't care who I'm in front of every time.
Let's
I'm gonna try to eat
go,
you
Big
alive.
Trisha. Trisha, how are you preparing for a role? You got a role. You're the lead. What are you doing from the top and the bottom? Like, I'm getting this script and I am what?
I am reading that
Smoking
script. I'm rolling.
I'm definitely rolling. I'm eating the edible. I'm eating the edible.
For sure.
I need to know from the top to the bottom. I'm rolling up.
I'm gonna roll up,
Bing, bing.
and I'm going through all my steps. I'm gonna read the script. You got to read the script several different times to get the gist of what's going on and what your character want out of that script. So I'm going down my list. I'm figuring out what my overall objective is. I'm going from scene to scene, figure out what my scene objective is. I'm figuring out who my substitutions is for these scenes. I'm figuring out my moments before. You know what I'm saying? I'm figuring out my beats and actions. I'm figuring out all these different things. So when I walk into the set, or I got my day's work, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing scene 2 and 5 and 7 a day. I know exactly what my work is for those days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mind goes 100 miles per hour, guys, when I'm reading, because I'm trying to do all that shit the first read.
Mhm.
I'm acting that because I'm just that person, right? I am that girl. I'm always on 10, right? So when I'm reading, I'm like, I got it already. I'm giving this a life, because I just feel like I'm not gonna get a script that y'all want me to go, and I'm not gonna go.
Mhm.
So I get it, yeah. And I read about 3 or 4 times, but boy, the 4th time, I'm like, should I cry or should I fall out? You know, it's just I get it. I get it. What you doing?
I'm pretty much doing the same thing. You got to read the script in its entirety so you can figure out what your character MO is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you're going to read it a couple different times because it's just going to feel different every time. You know what I'm saying? You got to see what your true MO is, what your real overall objective is. And then once you know that, you can break down every scene by scene. You know what I'm saying? What you trying to get out that scene, what you trying to get from the other person, and how you going to get it.
Yeah. What's the most challenging role you guys have had that kind of like stretched you? You felt stretched as an artist?
I don't know. I say my most challenging role was the first one, was Wait. Only because it was the first one. So it was just like pressure. And then I'm not nothing like that. You know what I mean? Like this, Charlie is a straight up street girl. She ends up being a street girl.
Okay.
And it was just, I was so worried about it being believable. Like, you know what I mean? Like, remember when I had the gun and I'm like, how you hold it? Am I holding it right? Do I aim it like this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, because it was just the first time. So it was just like, I felt a lot of pressure because the story is about her. So it's just like, all right, if I mess this up,
it's up. Every last scene.
Literally, I think I was in, and it was so hard. It was the first time.
What's the name of the movie?
Wait.
That's our first movie.
Yeah, very first movie. I was still working, so I was working a 9 to 5, and I helped produce the movie. So it was just no sleep. Like, it was unreal. Getting off work, going right on set, getting off set, going right to work.
Yeah.
Every last thing. I think I changed my clothes 25 times. Like, yeah, it was
challenging.
It was just challenging.
That movie right there, that's our baby. You know what I mean? Because that's our first movie. And for me, it was challenging because I literally did every last thing on set. I didn't have a team. I had them. You know what I'm saying? We had just really literally, that's how we met Tristan. So it was
really? So this is the love story.
No, it's always gonna be like
and it's
the whole
Wait.
half of my heart. Yeah.
WEIGHT.
Let's go. Wait, so you had to wait for the okay. Okay.
But yeah,
that is dope. That is dope. You hear me? That's why I see you over there clap, because y'all understand that. So for it to be that high, that bar set that high, right? And it only could get easier because you're like, oh, if I did all that with nothing, right?
Nothing.
With no experience,
no training,
working a job,
divided
being
attention,
being craft services, being the EP, being the, and then I got help. Oh, lights, camera, okay.
Hey man, it was frustrating. I'm lighting. I got the camera sitting on the tripod. I got the sound bag around my neck.
Wow.
I got one of the actors holding the boom pole. So it's like, man, I'm frustrated.
Man, this through thick and thin.
And then when I went to go edit that stuff, man, I went to go edit that stuff, and all the audio wasn't labeled, and I literally had to listen to every last thing to line it up. So it was just like it was a learning curve, but I would do it again.
And with all of that shit was dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Still.
I'm definitely going to watch it. Where is it at? I can go watch it.
It's on Amazon and Tubi.
I'm definitely going to watch that today, and I'm going to do a movie review. Like, wait.
No,
yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, she said, I'm going to watch it. I think that's dope. And Tristan, I see you like super supportive of like when they get to talking. For me, that is the piece that like builds them Adam Sandler teams.
Yeah.
That's
teams. Tristan. That's how he is.
I know.
Like,
I picked up on that.
Yeah. When you said that, when you did the intro,
so
hold on. When you did the intro, and when you said that, I'm like, that's crazy. That's him. That's how he is.
I get energy. So one thing about me, I'm energy driven. I know that's how I'm energy. My whole team is energy driven. Like we literally lock in on energy. That's how we gonna succeed, man. Because we can't lose when we in the pathway of dope energy.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? And this ain't nothing but a bridge, right? And when you cross over a bridge, you either want to be on a foundation that's firm, or do you want to be on a weak ass bridge? You want on a firm foundation. And I ain't going on no other bridge.
That's right.
There's that bitch rock hard cement.
Right.
Yeah, why would I take a wood bridge and it's a brick bridge, right? Brick
Right.
bridge. Yeah.
Brick bridge.
Big brick bridge. If y'all couldn't act, if y'all couldn't be in the entertainment industry, what would y'all do? If you could not, you couldn't touch a camera, you couldn't drop a beat.
Well, me personally, I would be in the IT field because I have a bachelor's degree in information technology networking.
Hello?
If
you're feeling like a pimp, then go brush your shoulders off.
So I'm definitely educated. So it's just, but I just
knew that, doctor.
Mhm.
Dr. Beasy.
So I left that field to pursue my dream in this. So I worked for one of the big hospitals in the city for like 6 years doing IT work, and then after I left.
Yeah.
I took a leave of absence and I followed my dream in this.
I love it. I love it. That's a love story.
I don't know what I would be doing if I could not do this.
Yeah. What is your passion right now that you just interested in? Is it women's rights? Is it education?
Can I answer that for her?
Yeah.
You see, she be building shit. Like, she built the whole damn Sesame Street sign.
I do a lot of stuff though, but that's not my like passionate.
No. I know.
That,
I said
like,
you can't do this. Where can we see you? You like, oh, I just tap into this.
Yeah. There you go.
I guess woodworking then, cause I be
woodworking.
Listen,
yeah,
you know what she wanted for Christmas?
Don't tell me no. She didn't want no drill, no saw.
Saw.
She's so cute and she wanted a saw.
I'm talking about. I ain't know. No, listen. Our handy, the contractor that we use for everything, he came over to the house to fix something for me.
Yeah.
And he went out in the garage and was like, "That's
seen
her
my
saw."
saw.
He was like, "Man, that's a real saw." You know, he said she got that real saw. She like,
That's so
she ain't got no
dope.
bullshit.
See, people don't get that. We don't get those.
Yeah, I guess you would never know.
I would never see no them haircuts. As a matter of fact, I'm sitting here tripping. Okay, so y'all, everybody know y'all from Detroit, and you ain't even really from Detroit unless you got some Cardis on. And I brought these out just to where you looking really fly in them Cardis. It sounds good.
You good? You cute? You cute?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Ah,
Mhm.
it's the Cardis. Now we used to laugh in college. We used to have party Cardis. Y'all know what party Cardis are?
Yeah, the ones you get at the party store and you put them on.
We used to call them party Cardis. You don't even think they Cardis in the party.
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
come out
Oh
the party.
my
You like,
God.
come on, Cardis. So yeah, big
I'm
Detroit
serious.
flexing. You thought you was gonna be the only one with Cardis? No.
That's what's up.
Okay, Christian, what would you do? Motivational speaking. Eric Thomas.
Watch man. It probably would be something like that because I do like to speak very positively, but outside of that, it would probably be growing weed.
Man, I'm taking a glass.
She took a pop.
My nigga. You know we can do all of that still.
Yeah.
We can do all that. We can do all that.
I'm
But
doing
she
all
can
of
build
that.
it.
She built it. She built it. Everything we need is in the room. Period.
That's how God works.
That's you got the IT. You gonna definitely make sure everything is running good. And
Man, what?
and
Sprinkler system come on in on time.
man, that's
Oh
gonna
my
be
God.
good.
Yeah.
If we get our own growing house, y'all do not be mad at us. What we gonna name it? If we can get our own growing house, what we name it?
Oh, trees are us.
Trees are us.
I kind of Too High Crew. That's kind of that's kind of like
I'm on a new level.
Yeah.
New level. Oh, nevertheless, we're working. We're giving back. Who keeps you motivated? Because, yeah, this seems nice, right?
She's my biggest fan right here.
I love it.
She keep me going.
Yeah.
Because there been times I'll be like, man, I don't want to do this shit no more.
Absolutely.
I get frustrated. You know, she's like, why would you quit? Ain't nobody fucking with you. You know, like Tristan the same way. Like I call him, tell him some shit. Man, shut up. You know, like just strap your nuts on. Let's get to work. You know, but me being a lover of film is just my passion is just so heavy for it. It's like when I start seeing BS, it's like, man, I just don't want to keep dealing with it.
Yeah.
You know, but that's what every industry that you get into though, for real.
Yeah. So your wife keeps you going. What about you, Tori?
My kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, my family, like my children. If it wasn't for my children, I don't even know if I would have really had the courage to even step out and do this, you know, before I met him. But yeah, my children, I just value being a mother like so much.
Yeah,
and
how many children do you have?
3.
Super dope.
Yeah. And my daughter, both of them,
That's what it is.
are
That girl. You got a girl watching you?
literally like all eyes on me,
Yeah.
and I just have to show them. Like I just feel like being a mom is just like that one thing I cannot fail at.
That's it.
Like I cannot.
Yeah, and you won't. And guess what? And I want to tell you this though. Just showing up every day is half the battle, right?
Mhm.
And so you've never been a mom before. How old is
Right.
your oldest?
My oldest is 12.
12. You've never been a mom to a 12-year-old.
Right.
You've never been a mom to a 13-year-old. So every time that you enter into that new level, it's going to be new things that you're going to learn. So it's not a failing thing. It's a learning lesson. Just like we learn in this industry. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
they
I
watching
feel
us. I have a 10-year-old. I get it.
Yeah.
And my baby is just a mini me. And I'm like, what do I want to throw in there? Because she
Listen.
got it.
That's
And
how
she
we be
got
with
it.
Story. Like every day I'm like, okay.
Thank you for the investment. You're not working as hard for you. Like
That's your 401k plan.
that's your 401k.
Right.
And we speaking of motivation, those can be the things like keep you motivated. Yeah, God, I know that I feel like I want this certain thing right now. But it may be very well that everything I'm doing right now so that my kids have it.
Mhm.
And my kids, we talking about generational wealth. We talking about trust babies.
Yeah.
We want that to be the thing we do.
Mhm.
Tristan, what's keeping you motivated? What's keeping you going when you want to?
Just how far I came. Like I can't, ain't no way in hell I can go back. I done came too fucking far. I done did too much.
Yeah.
I done I'm
Sacrifice.
I'm waist deep in this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So ain't no quitting. And just how serendipitous life can be sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
That boy
We sitting.
vocabulary sick.
Thank
That nigga said 30 different words. I'm like, damn. Hope my viewers know these words, boy.
Let's get that dictionary out. What is serendipitous?
we sitting here networking yesterday. We networking. We came here to network too. And we had a very productive meeting. But last night I'm getting a phone call from well, not a phone call, a DM from somebody that's very prominent in the NBA. Like, man, I'm ready to get in the film game. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like how just things like if you just take the first step, how just things just start
Gotta
the
take
momentum.
2, 3,
you know what I'm
4, 5
saying?
more and blow your mind.
Exactly. Like, damn,
Yeah.
just like you said, just from showing up.
Just showing up.
Now I could have stayed at home and not came to none of this, but I'm willing to put myself out here, invest my money into coming down here and doing all these things just so that these things can manifest in my life. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Let's
You
be
gotta do the
real.
work.
So when I first entered the movie industry and things like that, Tubi was one of those things like a Tubi movie.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me?
Mhm.
And Tubi, why would you want to do? You know, it's like because we were wanting what we thought was something else and never had any of it, but down in something else new, not knowing. Now Tubi is the black mecca of television.
That's right.
And when I say black, I'm not admitting that it's only for black, but we thriving.
That's
Mhm.
right.
We're becoming multi-millionaires from Tubi. You could produce and you can really have ownership.
Mhm.
That's the ownership. Sonny talk about ownership all the time. Like we ain't doing nothing unless we own everything.
That's the way it is.
That's the bottom line. But guess what though? What did I tell you? And it's just so weird when God connect. I told Sonny about Beasy months ago, just about the simple conversation he was saying, like, dude, it's yours. We do it and we put it out there. That's how he talked. That's what we talk about. Because you don't want people saying, this is mine. No, this is ours.
Mhm.
And Tubi give us that platform. Did you all have any reservations about Tubi? Or do you guys get the negative feedback about Tubi? Like, you just a Tubi? Or, because
I love it. That's where you find me.
That's
at.
where you find me. But at the same time, though,
you
like,
can
I've been on Tubi since Tubi started. You know what I mean? Like, our first movie, Wait, was one of the first independent films that's when they started that thing. We was one of the first ones to go on there independently. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it wasn't popping then. Honestly, Tubi didn't get to popping until the pandemic.
Got on there, really.
The pandemic.
Into the pandemic, but Detroit runs Tubi.
Detroit runs Tubi. Let's
And
just
hands down, Detroit. You can't name you can name all the top movies that you see independently right now. I guarantee you half those movies, if not all the movies, come from Detroit.
Wow.
And that's crazy. Like
so you're one of the top directors in period on Tubi. Who are some of the top directors right now in Tubi? films
you
that
got
you can name?
like what from the city or
From the city
I mean,
or that you?
I mean, honestly, I don't know a lot of people from other cities because you see nothing but Detroit stuff on there.
He not lying.
I'm
I'm just here to
saying,
say
but
he's not lying. He's
like
not
you
flexing.
got like my man T from Moolah Films and him and Thomas, like, and you know, like me and him started together. We started film together. We was a company called TNB Films back in the day when we shot all the music videos. But we went our separate ways. He did his thing. He got a company called Moolah. He had a film called Plug Love. When that film dropped, I honestly got the truth. That's what opened up the floodgates for us.
Come on.
And then he did that. Then he turned around. Then we dropped Wait. Then he dropped the series that McGraw Ave.
Yeah.
Like right now, McGraw Ave is the hottest series on independent TV right now.
Listen, I know my husband love it. He love it. He love it. My husband is a Tubi watcher.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me? It ain't too much on Tubi, and I'm just here for it. I'm here for everything, but we not opposed to pitching to other, or we sticking with Tubi.
Oh no, we got movies. All our movies,
Netflix, Amazon Prime. Those are all
Amazon.
Yeah.
So all our movies, everything we
Tubi
do,
just one of many.
Tubi is just right now. Tubi is the platform that pays the most.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
That's just like
but
on the internet.
If you go look up Wait is on Amazon. It's on Roku.
Okay.
It's on iTunes.
Okay.
It's on all the. I mean, shit. It started off on Amazon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That Amazon used to be the place to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Until they cut the payment down, so that's when everybody started trickling over to Tubi.
And Tubi good. You know why?
Yeah, because it's an AVOD. That's why.
That's it. And what is AVOD?
Advertised.
Yeah.
Video on demand.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So James, that's my husband's name. Just want to get that out here. Hey, James. He like, man, listen, I watch Tubi with or without commercials. Let me tell you something. I grew up watching commercials.
Right?
That's all it is.
We've been in the world talking about, I just want to watch a movie straight through. Why?
Right.
To get them commercials in. Because all them doing commercials doing is paying the people to get them. It's just it's a thing. It's a cycle. When you watching somebody video on YouTube and Facebook, don't skip that ad.
Right.
Let that ad play so them people can get that money.
Right.
And that's how we keep the money circulating, right? Because I was opposed. Only reason why I asked about the Tubi thing, because here I am coming from stand-up and then going to movies and things like that. But then, like, when I had to switch over to the internet and be on social media, I was like, I don't want them to say I'm a social media influencer. I'm like, but why not? If you got millions of followers, you got millions of followers on there. You influencing. So it's okay to switch it up. And I think that hearing y'all talk about that, like, man, we're everywhere. Cornering the market is what y'all doing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. As of right now, yeah. It's a good thing, though. Like, you know, like I say, we Detroit niggas, we hustle. So it's just like Midwest, we hustle. However you want to put it, but like I said, we got how many movies we got on there of our own? We got 9 movies of our own on there.
And when you say of your own, be clear.
We executive produced, so that's the ones we came out of our pocket and paid. You know, we executive produced those films. Like I actually got a film that we just dropped called Power and Money. I actually starred in that film.
I'm about to go watch it.
Yeah, I'm an actor too, y'all.
Yeah. Oh, I said it. I said it. Actor, director.
And guess who my love interest was in the movie?
Who? Y'all was chips in the mouth for real. How could you lose with that type of chemistry?
That's so funny that you say that, because
we doing the scene, right? We working with a bunch of new faces on this movie, right?
Yeah.
They don't know us. They don't know we married. You know what I mean? I'm not there every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm only there for my scenes. So we doing a scene. We at dinner or something, and you know he being all flirty. That's the vibe of the scene. And the whole time, the crew members, they just like, oh man, they chemistry is so good. Like I really feel like they a couple, and like it was just so crazy. And then afterwards, they like, yeah, that's his wife.
I love it. That's what we were supposed to be doing. I think that losing yourself in a role is brilliant.
Absolutely.
Somebody should have to snap you out of it. Hey, like, hey, my boy, come on, man, you at the house.
Right.
Put the gun down. We at a baby shop. Hide the drugs. Right. Whatever it is. So that's what we're doing. What y'all got coming up? What y'all working on? What we talking about? What we doing? Where y'all going? What we looking for next?
Well, we about to drop Her Husband's Enemy.
I love it. Her Husband's Enemy.
One of her new movie for her.
Hey.
Her Husband. So right now we got Her Husband's Enemy that's dropping soon. We have Love Goes, #LoveGoes that's out now.
And Power and Money
is out now.
Those the newest.
Those are two newest ones that's on Tubi right now.
Okay.
And then, like I said, Her Husband's Enemy is not out yet. It's coming soon. And
working on a series.
Oh yeah, we got a series that we're working on.
Oh, well, good. We working on the series too. I got a question. How often should you drop a movie on Tubi?
The way it's set up now, you need to be dropping every quarter. That, I mean, honestly, if you can afford to do
consistent.
that, yeah, you got to stay consistent because you you want to get it while you can. It's not
strike while the iron's hot.
Cause that iron gonna get cold.
That's real. That's real.
Shit, you know they gonna start looking up upstairs, gonna start looking down like, oh, okay, we letting the peasants make too much money.
Oh, yeah.
Let's cut that off. Let's cut their water supply off now.
Yeah.
So, but if we all consistently stay doing it, making enough money, and then put that money back into it and control our own, then they can't stop us. They don't need them no more.
I love it. Ownership.
IP, baby.
IP, baby.
IP.
Listen, we got Detroit's finest in the building, to say the least. I feel like it's been a lot of gems dropped. I feel like it's energy in the room. And I also feel like the wealth is beyond our imagination. And it's bigger than money, right? It's the connections and where we're going next and the things that we're about to do and how the game is being changed and you all are seeing it. Is so endearing to me. It's motivating to me. And it lets me know that we out here really working and getting it. And we ain't trying to do it by ourselves no more. We like, you know what? You got that gift? Come over here with your superpower. You got that gift? Come on over here. And so collabing forces is super dope. Tell the people how they can collab forces by like following y'all, where they can go for all y'all entertainment. Where do you want the people to know about you? Let them know.
You can just follow me on all platforms at Directed by Beasy Jones. So DIRX Beasy Jones.
One of the coolest directors I know, and I've worked with some niggas. I'm like, I don't like them. I love you, Beasy.
Look, Kels, man. This is how we was on set the whole time. Man. Again,
energy.
you gotta say again, man. Shout out to Steve-O, man.
Shout out to Steve-O. Shout out to the hole in the wall,
The
man.
hole in the wall.
The hole in the wall. The whole crew to the hole in the wall. And even shout out to Baby Drew, man. He got it.
Man, you know what?
When I say shout out to Baby Drew.
Listen, people are asleep on Baby Drew, man. Yeah. That guy is funny as it, and then he don't want to be funny. He's not a comedian.
He's not being funny.
He's not that's him. That's naturally him, and that's why I told him it works.
It works.
He's not up there trying to tell jokes. None of that. She just say what she say, and he react to it. He's like Tristan. He's just a witty person.
Yeah.
He just know how to counter. He know how to come right back with it. Yeah, but shout out to Baby Drew.
Shout out to Baby Drew.
Y'all can find me at Tori Monet, ToryMonay on all socials.
Tori Monet, I love you.
You can find me on Instagram, NBL for Life, on Instagram, NBL for Life, and Tristan Fazekas on every other platform, Twitter and Facebook.
Fazekas with the chicas.
Yeah,
we gonna end on that. Listen, it's your girl, Kelly Kid.
You heard about me, huh?
I heard about it. It's a little inside joke, man. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all watch everything they got going on. There's nothing that you want to miss. It's Through Thick and Thin, the podcast. It's your girl, Kelly Kills. I'm super excited to have them in the building.
Thank you.
Yeah, and y'all already know what we about to do. We out. Bye.